Dear students, welcome to NRS YouTube channel. So in the previous class we discussed regarding entrepreneurship and the business activities regarding business entrepreneurship, and in that we discussed manufacturing business activity, service business activity, and hybrid. So and also we discussed regarding types of business enterprises. So in the business enterprises, what are the different kinds of forms of business enterprises we have? So we have two forms we have. One is non-corporate and corporate, right? So in the non-corporate, again we have solo proprietorship, joint Hindu family business, partnership firm. So these are the comes under these three category comes under non corporate, and the remaining three we have, sorry, remaining two we have, that is joint stock company and cooperative societies. These are comes under corporating forms, right? So today we will discuss regarding the joint stock family. Okay, so what is joint stock family? And these forms comes under cooperative, right? So especially in the cooperative, you know that all the members of the cooperative are the owner of that enterprise, are the owner of that particular enterprise. But whenever you come to the non-corporate, in the non-corporate again we have the solo proprietorship. In that solo proprietorship, so there is no uh, compared to the cooperative, in solo proprietorship we have only single owner, and his decision is the final, and he is the owner, and he is the head of that institution or head of the that particular business enterprise, right? So that is comes under non corporate. But here the thing is different in cooperative societies, in cooperative or in a corporate, sorry. So in the corporate, it is an incorporated association of two or more persons. It has a distinct legal entity which is separate from the identity of its members. So therefore a company enjoy unlimited life. Its continuity is independent of the lives of its members, and its management and control lies in the hands of the board of directors, consisting of the elected representative of the members. So what it means, so in the joint stock company, so each and every member of that board of directors or whatever, the each and every the elected member has equal responsibility to develop, to establish, to make that particular enterprise in a good development track, so that each and everybody has equal responsibility, and there is no, here we don't have any single owner, right? So everybody has equal rights, equal responsibility as well. Okay, so this is joint stock company. So the next we have, that is cooperative societies. So in the cooperative society, as you already know, that it is a society organized with the purpose of rendering service to its members and to the public in general. It is organized on the principle of mutual self-help as an incorporated association of persons. It enjoys perpetual life. It has a distinct identity, and the liability of its members is limited. There are several types of cooperative societies. So if you come to under the cooperative societies, what he has given, so it's a society organized with the purpose of rendering service to its members and to the public in general, right? So in a cooperative society, the cooperative society's members, and as well as it also developed, it also established in help of the public, right? So it rendering service to its members and the public in general, right? So it organized on the principle of mutual self help, mutual self help, along with the public, along with the in the public point of view also. So it we use its service to the public also, right? So and as an incorporated association of persons, it enjoys perpetual life, and it has a distinct identity, and the liability of its member is limited, right? So we have a limited number of members are there. And so in the cooperative society, actually it is an elected persons will have the power, right? So that is comes, that is all, it is a corporate word. It's a corporating, that activity enterprises, right? So these are the two kinds of forms of business activity. One is non-corporate and corporate. Okay, and these two, one is joint stock company and cooperative societies comes under corporate business enterprise, right? So next we move on to the that is so next we have that is demonstrate the knowledge of distinguishing characteristics of entrepreneurship, right? What actually the entrepreneurship, right? So up to right now we discussed only what is entrepreneur, right? What is a entrepreneur, right? What is the business activities, right? So now we'll discuss what is entrepreneurship. An entrepreneur or entrepreneurship is a creator or designer who design new ideas and business processes according to the market requirements and his own fashion, so that we call it as an entrepreneur, right? So entrepreneur means is a creator, and he is the only person he can implement his ideas, his thoughts, and how to develop his business, so that everything he can take his own decision, right? So according to the change of market area, market field, right, he will take his decision. Why? Because being an entrepreneur, he has to take the decision, and he has to develop his that company, and he has to obey to his employees, and he has to or build a good relationship with the employees and as well as customer. So being an entrepreneur is not an easy, and actually in the same point that being an entrepreneur is not an that much of complex, right? So it depends upon how you are taking the situations, how you will react with the situations, and how you will handle the conditions, right? So entrepreneurship is the art of starting a business, basically a startup company offering creative product, process or service. We can say that it is an activity full of creativity. So entrepreneurship is nothing but activity, it's a full of creativity, right? So what one point he has given, that is a startup company offering creative product, right? So today's in our country we have so many startup companies we have, right? So each and every startup company is an idea of particular entrepreneur, right? So entrepreneur, he can has his own idea, and when he has implement start want to implement, so that nothing but is the startups, right? So with the help of startups and increasing a startup companies every year in the country, it is a good development. Why? Because so many of engineers and that youths, they get job with the for the with the help of these startup companies, right? So that so a person, he has started his own company or a startup, what we call it as, it is an implementation of his own idea and thoughts, right? So he will become then entrepreneur. Okay, so next we have that is according to the National Knowledge Commission NKC, entrepreneurship is the set of activities performed by an entrepreneur. Thus entrepreneur precedes entrepreneurship. The interrelationship between entrepreneur and entrepreneurship and enterprise is given in the following figure, right? So what is given, the relationship between the entrepreneur, entrepreneurship and enterprise. So what is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is a person, right? We know that. So entrepreneurship is the process and enterprise the outcome, right? A person, he has his own thoughts, when he has implement, that we call it as a process, and at last we got a enterprise, that is our outcome. Okay, right? So this is regarding entrepreneurship. So in the next class, we'll discuss entrepreneurship development, right? So if you want to become an entrepreneur, what kinds of skill you need to develop in you, and what are the different kinds of technology you have to adopt in your company, right? So and how to maintain and how to that build a relationship with the market and with the employees. Okay, so and what are the different kinds of characteristics of entrepreneurship we have. So regarding that all we discuss in the next class. Thank you.